Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to do a pretty everyday makeup look that's fairly easy to do. It's like going back to basics, and I hope you find it easy enough. If there are any questions, please comment below and I will show you or explain how to do things in more detail next time, but I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so let's begin. So what I've done is I've left half of my face without makeup, and I'm going to show you how to do it so that it matches up, obviously. So I'm going to start with some foundation, and I'm using the MAC Studio Sculpt foundation. It's a really great foundation. Gives your skin a little bit of a glow. But it's also great in summer because it does give your skin a little bit of coverage without making you look overly caked up and made up. So I'm going to put a little bit on my hand. I'll start off with less and work your way from there. You can use your fingers. I'm very for using your fingers for makeup, for putting foundation on at least. But today I'm going to use a brush, and it's a Stila number 33 brush. So start in the center of your face and work your way out, avoiding the eye area because that's what we'll put concealer on. Then I'm going to use a little bit of concealer, which is also a MAC concealer. And this is called Select Moisture Cover, and I'm going to use a brush for this because what happens with concealer is you tend to sort of smear it on, and you put too much on. You need very little concealer. So you can see I've put hardly anything on the brush, just a tiny little bit on the edge. Start on the inside and work your way out a tiny little bit. I just also feel that by using a brush you tend to buff it out nicely, and you know that I'm only putting the concealer on the under eye area, on the inner corner and on the outer corner. Okay, so now we've done our base. I'm going to use, before the eyeshadows, I'm going to use what they call a paint pot from MAC. It's like an eyeshadow base. I know that some companies do primers and all sorts of things. These you can actually use as eyeshadows. The color I'm going to use is it's like a nude, and it's basically like, it looks a little bit like concealer. What it's going to do is it's going to set my eyeshadow, hopefully, so that it doesn't come off during the day too much. And it's also going to neutralize the skin color on my eye. So you just tap a tiny little bit and put that on the eyelid. Very little bit. And spread it all over. And you can see it's already helped neutralize or even the color out on my eyelid. And whatever eyeshadow I put on there now will sort of stay really nicely. So I'm going to use very basic colors. The first color is a color by MAC called Shroom, which is sort of like creamy beige, and a really good neutral color, and I would highly recommend this color. I think it was the first color I ever bought from MAC. I'm going to use a sort of fluffy brush. It's also a MAC one. I think it's number 217, and I'm going to put that all over the lid. And I mean all over the lid as in from the inner corner all over the part of the lid that opens and closes. Okay, then I'm going to use a sort of neutral color, and I prefer when you start working with doing shading and shaping, to use an eyeshadow that's matte, because I'm a little bit worried. You know, I've got quite a few lines and things, and I've got quite wrinkly eyelids, so you don't want to make that even worse. So I'm using, this is an Urban Decay palette, but you can easily find an eyeshadow like that. It's kind of like a beigey, ashy brown, and not a very dark brown. So put it on, again, a nice fluffy brush, and I'm aiming for the crease of the eye, and I'm putting it right in the crease there, and I'm just going to work it in a sort of arch shape, back and forth, like that. Okay, and then I'm going to slowly start to work my way out, upwards and outwards. Then I'm going to take a dark brown color, which I will use for my eyebrows as well, and doing very little bit of this. I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it on the outer corner along the lash line, and I'm going to create like a little V. So in the crease, just on the outer corner, so a crease, lash line, and then you can sort of join the two up a little bit. Lash line, crease, lash line, crease. And all that's going to do is just create a little bit more depth on the outside. Okay, and then you can take that and just literally put it a little bit along the bottom lash line, just on the outer edge. Okay, and the reason I do that is because I don't actually put eyeliner on the bottom unless it's for a nighttime look or something a little bit heavier or a little bit more fun. This is just pretty everyday makeup, so I'm only going to put eyeliner on the top, and the eyeliner I'm going to use is probably my favorite eyeliner of all time. It's a Stila eyeliner, and it's called Stay All Day, and it's like a felter pen, which I think is like child's play for doing eyeliner. The trick to eyeliner, and I will explain this in more detail when I do other videos, is instead of trying to draw it on by aiming the eyeliner brush or pen right at the eye, you're going to struggle to do a very straight line that way. Whereas if you turn it sideways, put it where you want it. So if I come up nice and close, so if you put it there and drag it sideways, it's going to be easier to get a straight line. And I know that you're going to say, oh, well, you're a makeup artist and it's easy to do straight lines and that kind of thing. But it isn't. I have quite an unsteady hand, believe it or not. Also, when you're doing the top, you want to get nice and close to the lashes. So what I do is I push down on the lashes, rest it on top of the lashes, push back and drag sideways. Easiest way to do eyeliner. And then of course your eyeliner is always nice and thin in the center. near the center of your eye or your face, and then gets a little bit wider as you go out. So that what it does is, my eyes naturally are quite rounded, and what that does by making it slightly wider towards the outside is it balances the shape of my eye a little bit more. Always making sure that you're nice and close to the lash line, which is very important. Okay, so that's the eyeliner. Then a little bit of mascara. I'm using this MAC mascara. I don't actually know what this is called. It's just a new one I bought. This is the second time I've used this mascara, and it's really great because it volumizes them, and it's like it's got a little sort of rubberized brush. If you spend a little bit of extra time on your mascara, you can make your eyelashes look like false lashes. It's absolutely amazing. I think mascara is one of the best things you can ever perfect. Make sure you get nice and close to the lash, the base of the lashes. If you make a little mistake, it's okay, just smudge it, it's not the end of the world. Okay, that's the mascara, a little bit of blush. Okay, when I do blush, they say aim for the apples of the cheeks, so when you smile, the round bits. I think that's a little bit deceptive, because when you smile, if you aim at the round bits, you're going to have like pink right in the front of your face, whereas I think if you aim slightly to the side of that ball, you're going to get bang on. And I'm a bit of a blusher fan, so I tend to put too much blusher on, but I've always believed that it's the first thing that comes off your face during the day, makeup-wise. So, and I think it makes you look, it's one of the best ways to make you look healthy. So, the next step is a little bit of lip gloss. I'm using the Stila lip glaze in Grapefruit. It's a really pretty everyday pink, and I am more of a lip gloss girl than I am lipstick, so you'll notice that through my videos, but that's okay, because I do like lipstick, and I do think a lot of women like lipstick, so there's nothing wrong with using lipstick at all. The last little touch that I'm going to do is to my eyebrows, and I'm using the same brown, dark brown, that I used for that sort of darkening of the corner. I'm using a nice thin, flat, angled brush. And what I'm actually doing is almost just filling in where my eyebrows are a little gappy. Okay, so that's it for today, and I will see you soon. Thanks everyone, bye.